through the phone without you spending anything else within that first month, but the initiation payment of getting that SIM card in the line. And that could
Okay.
be that could be $35. Depend, if you go straight talk, that could be $35, and it's fast enough for that whole month for you to run through that whole process right there on that phone. And guess what? Once you're done with that, you move that to a PC, restart the phone, start over again. Now you got another SIM card, and you rinse and repeat.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Low cost efficient way to actually,
$10,000 a year profit, try not to rush it. But your biggest challenge is, again, I'd get 3 or 4 SIM cards and I keep switching the SIMs into that phone, to warm those up, right?
Right.
Okay. And then, you're not moving it to a VPS until you've been able to make a few sales and turned it into a seller account to see what kind of limits you ended up with. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm just saying that.
You said you have an Android as well. May I ask what provider are you using?
T-Mobile, but the Samsung I have does not do eSIMs, and then the phone I got for my other line is locked. So unless I can somehow get an eSIM with T-Mobile, I can't add more eSIMs to it.
Yeah, you don't want eSIMs anyways, because most phones only do 2. So, I mean, you want a physical SIM as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, the main reason I was asking about that is because you can actually run, right, the warm-up process entirely on the phone. And entirely, right? So that means you purchase a few items. When it's time for you to list something, especially from the app, you can just list, especially if you're listing things like a pair of shoes, DVDs like movies and stuff like that. Those things, they fly off the shelf, and you could do the whole process through, using a phone. Which all you would need at that point is just a SIM card, to start. Like a $25,
Yeah, when
$30
you're
SIM card.
listing, yeah, when you're listing those items, do you get a store subscription before or after that?
No. You don't do anything when it comes to the because overhead mess us up as well, right? You
Okay.
need to be able to keep your overhead as low as possible during the learning curve, right?
Okay.
Until you get completely verified and you know that account is, is yours now. You don't pay for anything that you don't need. Because guess what? They give you 250 on any new accounts. They give you 250 free listings, right?
Right.
This would be the time where you try to put, as many used items as possible as you can find around the house, maybe cheap items at the thrift store, just to get you past the verification. And all that could be done through the phone without you spending anything else within that first month, but the initiation payment of getting that SIM card in the line. And
Okay.
that could be $35. Depend, if you go straight talk, that could be $35, and it's fast enough for that whole month for you to run through that whole process right there on that phone. And guess what? Once you're done with that, you move that to a PC, restart the phone, start over again. Now you got another SIM card, and you rinse and repeat.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Low cost efficient way to actually, get out of the situation that you're in right now.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, where were we at? I'm not. It says my connection is unstable. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, you're
Awesome.
good.
Anybody else that wanted to go? We're right around 9 o'clock, so if not, we can kind of
I
pick
do
up
have
where
to
we-
say one thing, and I
Yeah.
know this is completely whoever this Angel person is, Angel,
Yeah.
the tech support guy
Uh-huh.
for Econ Sniper. I have to give a shout out to him. He's a great guy and he's super, super sweet and very helpful. So I just wanted to tell everybody that he's wonderful. So
So he's actually one of Sammy's virtual assistants. He's worked for him for about 5 years, from what I
he's super
can
sweet
understand. Yeah.
and he's persistent as hell.
Mhm.
I have to tell you, when I was trying to get a hold of Noyan, I just clicked over to the chat and I said, this is what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And he walked me through the entire process. And then Florida for like a week, just random. And, just to make sure that everything was good. And it was, I don't even remember what the question was now, but I really just appreciate that. If anybody could just forward that to whomever.
Yeah, both of
I
both
will,
of Sammy's virtual assistants are very, very helpful. There's Babs or Barbs or something.
Mhm.
Uh, they're on the Discord, and then like you said, Angel, he's on
Yeah.
he's on the Telegram and on the Discord. But they both worked for him for like years. You know what I mean? So they have all the same knowledge that Sammy has. Um, you know,
Yeah,
so.
he's really, really great. I just really wanted to give a shout out.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll let them know. That's very, very sweet. Yeah. Yeah,
I am
Caleb,
angry once in a while.
Hello?